Hi, it's me, I'm the Frugal Chef. I hope you're doing very well today. Let's make some chipotle pulled pork today. Oh my goodness. This stuff is ridiculously good. That's all I can say. Let's make this. I have 3.5 pounds of bone-in pork butt on this plate. I am going to generously salt it, put some black pepper on it, and some thyme on both sides. And we're going to let this sit at room temperature for about 15-20 minutes until it loses all its chill so we can start browning it. We are now going to brown our pork in a tablespoon of hot oil. Now that the bottom is nice and browned, I just flipped it on the side. I want to sear the whole thing. By the way, don't be using a fork to do this. Use some tongs or a spatula, but don't be piercing your meat. So once this is browned on all sides, I'm going to set it aside. So let's work on our sauce for our pork. I'll give you grams for all of this in the written recipe, which is always underneath the video in the description box. I have half a cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of horseradish, prepared horseradish, 3/4 cups of ketchup, and half a cup of mustard in here. If you can't find horseradish, please don't worry about it. You know, don't not make this recipe because you can't find horseradish. Just forget about it. If you want to substitute it and you can find wasabi, that would work too. I'm going to add 3/4 cups of cider vinegar to this. If you think about it, we're just making a barbecue sauce here. I'm going to add a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. We are now going to add a 12-ounce bottle of dark beer. It does not matter what type as long as it's dark, okay? We're going to cook a large finely chopped onion in this oil. Make sure to scrape the bottom. You want all of the bits that the pork left there. We're going to cook this for, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes until the onions are nice and softened. Now I'm going to add 4 large garlic cloves which I minced. We're going to cook that for a minute until we can smell it. I'm adding a tablespoon of oregano, a tablespoon of paprika, and a tablespoon of cumin. We're going to cook that for a couple minutes. I'm going to add 3 chipotles in adobo, which I chopped. We're going to let that cook for a couple minutes. If you have a Dutch oven, you can make this in your Dutch oven and finish this in the oven, okay? I don't have one here, so I'm going to just use this wok, and I'm going to, you know, just cook this on the stove. Now I'm going to return the pork. I'm going to bring this sauce to a boil, reduce my heat to very low, cover the pot, and I'm going to let this simmer for about 3 hours. Alright, this has been cooking for 1.5 hours. I'm going to flip the meat. Alright, we're going to let this simmer another 1.5 hours. This meat is separating from the bone. It's perfect. Look at that. Oh, it cooked for 3 hours like I told you. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm going to take it out of this pan and let it cool down a little bit, then shred it with 2 forks. We are going to let this sauce cool down a bit so we can skim all that fat, and then we're going to finish it. So we're just going to grab a fork and you know, take this apart. We don't want this to be tiny shreds, okay? Leave your meat about that size, maybe a little less, like this. So I took a full one of this out already, and now half of this, as you can see, this is pretty much skimmed, but that's quite a bit of fat. So we're gonna press down so we get all of our liquid, okay? You know, you've already spent so many hours cooking this beautiful pork. You might as well not jump this step. Look at that sauce, it's wonderful. Yum. I'm just gonna put the pork back in here. I did get rid of, you know, excess pieces of fat, by the way. Oof. Look at this. Oh, wonderful. I'm gonna serve these inside buns with pickles. But, you know, you can serve them with coleslaw also. You can eat them, you know, if you don't want to eat bread, just maybe rice. I don't know. This is just fantastic. As you can see, I have been eating this already. It is nice and messy. Oh, I promise you, you're gonna love this. The meat is so tender. The flavors, oh, you got that smoky chipotle, plus all that, you know, the barbecue sauce that we made. It's absolutely outstanding with the pickles. Oh, this is a beautiful sandwich. Thank you for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't subbed and you sub, that'd be awesome. Please comment, share, and like. And I will have this recipe on the website, waiting for you guys to come and print it. In the meantime, eat well without going broke. I'm gonna see you soon.